as I can before I go live.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Fortunately, yes.
All right, now we're officially live.
Delayed.
We'll do about 5-10 minutes of warm up for you guys, and then we'll jump into the pits.
Yep.
Some stragglers come in late.
There it is.
The conditions are very similar in this session to the pre-qual. The only difference is that I changed the wind direction. So instead of east, it's going west.
Why did you do that?
So that our driving doesn't trigger the challenges because of drafts. So people get gold medals by just drafting.
So you had a technical reason, not an evil reason.
Yeah.
That's understandable.
Well, if I wanted to be evil, I'll do what I did last pit party and make the temperature of the track 50 degrees Celsius with 100% usage and 100% humidity.
Just to make it rain. I honestly think we must have a pit party in the rain. It just gave me an idea.
One of my suggestions was actually to potentially, because we have 3 races, right? One race out of every round should be in the wets.
That is a very good idea. Racing in the wet in real life was one of the scariest things until iRacing actually launched rain. Then I was fine. It's really, really helpful. And it makes you drive better in the dry. Yep.
I was supposed to be wearing our new livery, but the designer forgot to put it on Trading Paints. That's not the line.
making the track way harder for everyone.
Well,
Lying about it.
I mean, I selected the same stuff, and I don't know why it's not the same. I only did a copy paste.
Honestly, this is good.
What is the core temperature, humidity, fog level, like all that? I've set exactly the same. They didn't really give me an option for track temperature. Oh. No, what might actually have happened is I might have forgot to set the time of day.
Oh, small detail.
Yeah, so this is like an afternoon thing, and he originally set it up for like the morning. It's gonna be a different temperature. I'm in VR, mother.
It's funny that
Fine. I'll suffer for 10 seconds.
Chad is asking if we should do one pit party in F4.
Did you apply for the challenges? Is that a cane? Get up here.
Is there a cane?
There's a
Do
cane.
you have a cane?
Go to leagues in iRacing. Go to leagues in iRacing and then find a league and then type in ARA. Make sure that all filters are turned off. There should be a result called challenges and trials or something like that. Apply to that and then accept it and then go to the next steps. And yes, you do have to apply or else you won't be able to join your sessions. Hey, there's 41 people. Nice.
How many?
40.
We're gonna have a 40 side
Alright.
pit?
Yeah, I subtracted the camera. I see it. What do you see?
That's great.
One of the crew members are No, you're not supposed to open up the league and then go to sessions. You need to actually, before you even do anything, you need to click apply to league.
Chad is asking if I did my Emerald Cup. Yes, we did. I am just working on the second video right now. I sent the first video to the editor, and it was pretty intense. You guys are gonna love the video. And I'm flying to France in a week and a half for round 2.
Can one of the crew members help Marcus get set up? Sorry, I got the suffer. I guess we can start.
Yeah, just one more lap,
Finish
and then we can start.
Finish up your laps, and then let's meet up in the pits. Also make sure that you reset your car sometimes, reset your fuel level and stuff. When you get into the pits, just reset your car, see there's like a reset button with the drive center. If you don't see it, it's not a big deal, just hit drive and it might have
That's
already
so
reset
slow.
for you. As soon as I see Swelio in the actual pits, we can head out.
right, let's go.
Who here is new to pit parties? Feel free to
How many?
mention in the voice chat.
My last one is quite some time ago, but I was there almost a year ago.
Okay, so for anybody who's maybe new, all we're doing is we're going to leave the pits. We're going to gather up on the straights. There's a back straight with the Lexus sign. We're going to stop before the Lexus sign. And we're just going to do like a, an unofficial race start from there. And we're just going to drive. Drive as hard as you can and do some things that you've never done before. Obviously, try to be as smart as possible at the same time. And after a few laps, when things start to get a little boring, we'll go back to the pits and we'll review everything that we see.
Yeah, so the objective of a pit party is for us to practice racing in a more aggressive way without being afraid of the consequences. So we're going to emulate race starts. We're going to emulate a little bit of drafting, defending, attacking, do whatever you want to try. If you crash, you go back to the pits, you rejoin us, and then from time to time, we're going to review the incidents. So remember the number of the lap of the incident you want to review, if you have one. And then you can write it on the chat, and we can go through the videos before we get back on track.
Also note that I believe that damage is off. So if you do crash like the person just did into me right now.
Yeah, because you literally stopped in front of a whole grid.
I said before the Lexus sign.
So, never stop in a formation lap.
So if you we're doing so if you crash, stay within a group. If you can't get into a group, either wait for a group to appear or reset to the pits and start over. So all right, all
right, let's start moving. Kyle, you can call the green whenever you want, but wait until we are at least like 80 kilometers per hour, please.
Right side.
All right.
Clear on the right.
And 3,
Right side.
2,
Clear.
1, go.
Spicy. What's going on with everyone stopped at the pit exit? Let's get Kyle. This gravel really slows you down.
If you get a black flag, just mention it and I'll clear it. Come get me, Swelly.
Trying, but I'm being attacked all the time. These guys are
That's your
reckless.
students. That's your students. Jacob's really good, so be careful.
I can see. Oh my god, this gravel is like a bunch of rocks. Alright,
Well, that's what
go
gravel
there,
is.
get him. Maybe. Good thing we have draft here. For those who don't know Kyle in P1, he was 1 point something KI rating before he joined the academy. Now he's 4.1. Now he's annoying us by being way too fast and leading the championship.
When I joined the academy, I was actually 900.
Oh my god.
Car approaching.
Yeah, but your 4.1 KI rating doesn't prevent us from getting your draft, brah.
I mean, yeah, if I lift my throttle every corner, sure.
What was that?
I was kind of bored, so I just started lifting.
Sure.
12.
All right. Excuse it.
Alright, two more laps before we go through our first round of analysis.
We can do a few more than that.
Unless you
Would
guys
you-
want more. If you guys
It
are
only-
having fun, want to warm up a little bit more, we can extend this a little bit.
It takes like 5 laps for your tires to get warmed up in these cars.
Inspecting the underside of Dad's car.
That's a really bad idea. Such a bad idea. You actually hit me by turning right there.
Yeah, 8X, let's go.
I don't know if the wheel spin in that exit is that fast or not. Nice drift. Whoa, that's a big drift. Little push.
Thanks for the flags.
You're done. You're done. You're so done. That was not my fault.
I died. There's so many of them.
A little bit with Jacob. Jacob. I don't know how to say your name, sorry.
It's so easy to get a 4X in this car. Like contacts that you don't even feel are just 4Xs.
Jacob. Nice. Jacob, American version.
I'm gonna call him Jay.
You know, one thing that I've been teaching a lot, guys, just for you to think a little bit about, do the most with the least. I think I said this in like the last 5 coaching sessions. Do the most you can with the car with the least inputs possible. And mostly this applies to rotation, obviously, but the more you can do with the least amount of weight transfer, with the least amount of pedals in the middle of the corner, with the least amount of steering, the better. It's a good way of not overdriving. This car gets peak lateral force when everything is straight, when the steering is straight. But obviously you can't induce the rotation with the steering straight, but you can do it with the least steering possible and a little bit of trail. The car essentially turns on its own. Two more laps.
Was the person in chat able to get into the league and join?
He did join, but I
Oh, you didn't? Oh, you should let me know. Well, you should let me know better. Let me finish this session and then I'll accept the logo review.
Greetings from Ukraine. Yaku. I'm dead. Man, this thing is too realistic in VR.
This lap and I'll second.
I've been in the league, but not in the challenges. Sorry.
I just got assassinated by a student.
Okay. Marcus, you should be in there, so it's kind of hard to multitask with VR right now.
Chad is asking, is damage on here, Kyle? On the pit parties?
I turned damage off.
Damage is off, okay. Good to know.
Because it's too easy to do.
I lost my wheel limit 2 times.
I'm gonna do one thing here real quick. Just gotta make sure that we are on the Discord.
Do you want to share your screen with me?
Yeah, I'm gonna share my screen. We're gonna go through it. Just wanna make sure that everything is right here on the stream. I want everyone to see the chat here for the gold members too.
Almost 50 of us.
Let's go.
This will help determine how big the splits will be safe.
Yeah, guys, let's take a break and start looking at the laps. Please write down the laps you want it to be analyzed, and we'll take it from there.
Post it into the auditorium chat.
Yep, auditorium chat. Thank you, Kyle. I'm just adjusting Discord to the OBS size here.
You should be able to share your screen in Discord as well. No, it does not need to be a crash. So what we will review will be things like incidences for sure. Cool race moments, like maybe you had a cool side-by-side or you did a really good move. Other things could be maybe you tried something, didn't go to plan, and you want advice on how to do it better, stuff like that. Like maybe you try to do a move and you end up going off track and, you know, spinning or something like that.
Alright, Sky. I'm sharing my screen right now.
No, you're not. Yes, you are. No.
I am.
I see Discord.
Is that lap 12 hairpin? I actually want to show you guys for something first.
Yeah, we'll keep
It's not
notes
an
of-
instant. So yeah, so that's one thing for you guys to don't feel afraid, don't hesitate, don't be shy. Even if you fail to defend per position, tell us. Let's go through it. It's not only crashes. Pit parties are for moves overall. So I want to show a move that I did here on Jacob. Let me see if I find. I think it's lap 14 or 13 or lap 14. Yeah, that's right before I died. Can you guys see this?
Yep, you're looking like slightly down and left.
Yep, looking good.
Yep. Is this better?
Yep. You know, you can
Alright,
also
so-
stream. You can also stream your OBS.
That's the same.
With sound.
That's literally the
with
same.
sound.
All right, so I am looking to attack. He defends on the inside. He kind of half defends, right? So we can still move here to the right if you want, but it's a super aggressive move. Is it worth it in this car? I don't think so, because there's too much draft. Like, you want to be ahead, but you don't want to lose that much time knowing that it's not going to be worth it. He's going to try to attack you again. So I just want to show a little decision here that works a lot in this car, especially if people are defending into turn 1. They will definitely have a bad exit into 2. So what I decide to do here is force him to stay there. I don't want him to go back, but I will go on the last minute and brake as late as I can. In this case, I had to brake diagonally, so I am kind of sacrificing a little bit my performance, but still better than the line he's doing. And then from here, what do you expect to happen?
Crash.
No. Ideally not.
You go on the inside.
Exactly. This is something that you can see happening in your head right here. So I want you guys to try this move, because it's very easy to stay on the draft in this car. It's very easy to force people to defend into turn 1, because that's the second longest straight. And I want you to try this as the attacker. This is the move. As the defender, I don't know, think about it. What can you do as a defender here to prevent this from happening? I'm gonna give you the answer after you guys try. I want to see how you guys defend this kind of move. You don't actually even have to fake this. Like, it's very easy to get so much draft in this car. Like, so if you're ahead, there's really no need for you to lift and
I think I would
induce
probably
this
just do
kind of
one middle
move.
of the
Just
track.
like if there's someone close enough to you and you get a better exit, or just as good of an exit on the last corner, you can easily set up this kind of move. I want to see what you guys do with it.
Can you stay on the middle for the complete length? And then
As the defender?
Go on the outside. Yes, I understand that. And then follow your line like in the last minute.
The answer is yes, but that creates other problems, right? Like if he was on the middle, that is way more enticing for me to actually dive bomb, because I'm gonna lose a little bit less time and it's gonna be a little bit less risky than going all the way here to the right when he's so close to the right. But maybe it works. Maybe if you go to the middle, you can actually kind of inverse the roles. Now I try to dive bomb because you're asking me to try to dive bomb, and you might try the over under. As a defender, you might go here, break late, and pass on the exit. That's also possible. A little bit more complicated because me as the attacker, if I do this, I have less room. So here you can see that when I do the over under, I'm almost hitting him. So we needed this kind of track position here for me to have room to go to the inside. But if we're trying this and you're defending, then it's more complicated. Because by the time you try to do the over-under, he's going to be right there at the apex. And you're going to have to give the inside. So those are all the possibilities that we can explore today. All right. Let's...
First review, Pedro Nelson, I think. He says on his lap 5, so go to his person and then...
Pedro Nilsson.
Yes.
What is it? Lap 5?
Yeah, and he says for about a lap and a half, it was himself, Eduardo, and Matthew had a 3-way battle for about a full lap and a half.
All right, let's check this. I might have run into a small issue here. I can't see his lap because I think I had a car limit on my graphics. Let me fix this.
Okay.
Graphics, right?
Let me share my screen then. You have it in your screen.
Yeah. But where is it? Where do I limit the cars? Oh, 40-20?
Yeah,
I'm gonna draw all. But even if I set it up right now, I have to reset, right?
Yeah, it won't work. So let me review. Let me share mine.
Cool.
And yes,
Max
guys,
cars. Let me check that again. Sorry.
And yes, I am also a VR user for you. So we're
Oh,
looking
Max
at
cars. I saw it.
We're looking at what's his name again?
All right, 71. We're gonna have all cars.
He said his lap 5. I'm assuming next to him is. Why does iRacing do this? It really it keeps changing the UI on me. Alright. Check mark. Alright, so I'm assuming this is the correct lap. Where is it? This doesn't look like the lap. Does someone confirm this? Pedro, is this the one, the right lap?
He says it is.
Okay.
Back straight.
And he says it's for the entire lap.
He said starts on the back straight. Yes.
Can you close the laps thing? Thank you.
He went wide. Yeah, so I think his note was just a really good battle for a lap and a half.
I think chase is better than far chase, especially in VR.
Yeah, for sure.
Sorry.
And move your head the least possible. Don't breathe.
Hold your breath for 2 laps.
I've been trying to hold my breath here. Oh, okay. Go back.
What happened
go
there?
back, go
What
back, go
happened
back.
there? looks like interlocking wheels.
Yeah, but okay. Go back and let's look at Pedro, because like the interlocking was an issue. That we're gonna talk about that, but the crash itself here. It's a tough one because you had so much momentum. Did you lift at all, or were you flat there? Because if you're flat, I would say yeah, you could have avoided it. Right here, I would lift a little bit. Because you're saying you're understeered, you understeered, but if you understeered, that's because you didn't lift.
I don't see any weight transfer.
Apex full throttle,
Yeah,
he says.
full
yeah.
throttle.
Yeah.
I don't know. Okay, reaction time wise, I think you could have avoided it if you lifted. That's the only issue. Like, especially when you see that he was already going side by side. So let's assume one thing. Let's assume that they were not going to crash. They were side by side. They were going to be side by side exiting the corner. And the pink car was, I mean, at this point they're almost not, but I would still assume they're side by side and there was not going to be room for you to use all the track on the exit. I think I would have lifted a little bit here to exit more in the middle of the track. That's pretty much, I think, the crash avoidance move that you missed. And you didn't have to wait to see them crash to have to do something. In these situations, when you see that like shit might hit the fan, you position your car in places just in case. The just in case move here would be to lift a little bit, just to not have to use all the exit. Yeah, I would have lifted right here.
Okay. What's the next?
Now let's watch real quick. Let's watch the actual crash. What happened there with them?
You wanted this perspective?
I think it was a little bit too harsh on Matthew. Like Matthew, you gave him no space, and you were already so deep on the inside of the corner. Like here, I think you kind of you basically put yourself in a situation where the pink car would have to crash you, and it was gonna be worse for you for sure, as a car on the outside. Because when he was there, you kept turning, you kept trying to close the door as much as possible. You were on the limit. And with these cars, interlocking tires is the #1 thing you want to avoid. So I think right here, it's too much to keep trying, you see? Even the decision before, as soon as you realize that he was, like before turn in, let's look back at before turn in. Right here, the best thing I would have done, knowing that he was going to the inside, would be to open up and try an over-under. Open up before, way before the turn in. Yeah, right before the green starts, I would already be on the white line. And then from here, you can either try to pass on the outside or yield and pass on the exit, because for sure he's gonna have a bad exit here. You guys have to always remember, if someone is on the inside on an entry of a corner, they will be slow on the exit. It's mathematically impossible to be super fast on exit if you have this kind of entry. So what you can always do, if you don't want to risk that, you can go to the outside and try to get a better exit, survive for the next battle. And you can always retry these things. This car has so much draft. You don't have to do a super aggressive move. All you need to do is wait for a small mistake and prevent yourself from doing race ending mistakes. And then you can always try again and again and again and again.
I think we have
Because-
a few more to look at.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lap
Because the
12
pink car
hairpin
move
for
is
Josh.
legit.
Josh, who?
Josh Nessa. Lap 12 hairpin in the chat.
He said lap 12.
That's what he said. Yeah. And
That's
then
his
you've also,
hairpin.
yeah.
Oh boy. Yeah, back to back, you don't even like. The weird part is that he kind of like accelerates after the entry. So you see that like 25% into the corner, their speeds are identical right here. And then suddenly the car behind just
That's exactly what
Accelerates
I
a
did.
lot.
Similar.
I think that's a murder.
Yeah. Report to iRacing, get him banned. All right. What's the
And
next one?
lap
That
12,
was-
lap 12 T4 for Matthew Grimus.
Yeah, there's nothing you could have done there, Josh.
You said what lap again?
Lap 12 T4. Turn 4.
Nice spin.
Probably that. What was that?
That's T2.
That's
three,
correct.
actually.
Yeah.
So right here.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one we just saw.
Yeah.
That's the one we just saw. Yeah, it might have been.
Okay.
Might have just been
What's
a
the next one?
repeat on the. I'm looking. One sec.
I wanna get
It's
this
because
out.
we by accident ended up analyzing this one while looking at Pedro.
Kill two birds with one stone.
Yeah.
I think I saw.
Yeah, I don't see another one yet. I'm just scrolling
Did-
through.
I thought I saw Isabel mention one. No.
We go race.
Okay.
Yep.
If we don't,
Let's
if
get
we don't
back
have
to-
one, let's go race.
Do some extra races.
I'll stop sharing, and then we'll go back out on laps.
Formation lap. Please don't stop on the track, Kyle. Thank you.
How about I stop in front of you specifically?
That's fine.
Okay, let's see.
Let's also make it a little interesting. If you're uncomfortable in the front, start in the front.
Ooh, yeah. If you guys are uncomfortable being ahead, starting front. Let's try that.
I'm gonna go to the back.
Right side. Cal, come on. No damage to report. Clear.
There's so many of you.
That's a big grid, man. Oh, we have a casualty. Brian is carrying a cone.
Oh no.
Brian, I think you should get a new car. That's gonna be slow as fuck.
All right, whoever's the lead car.
Wait, we're backing up. Big grid.
Stay right there.
F1 movie move here.
Clear.
Whoever's the lead car, prepare to be the one that starts us. So use voice channel to count us down.
Right. Wait, we
Standing
stopped again?
Got my life back up or
No
something.
damage to report.
Second.
Alright, let's start moving, guys. Rolling start from 80 kilometers per hour.
Car on your right.
As soon as you hit 80, start counting us down.
Alright. Leader, you can decide when to go.
Clear on the right.
3, 2, 1. Green.
I just went over someone.
Maybe that was caught. Oh, Jesus.
We're gonna review all that.
Oh my god, what is this?
That was a mess.
This is looking like Monza in real life.
This is all expected. Formulas, 50 cars. Let's go.
Fun fact, this is exactly how F4 is in real life.
And what's crazy that if you start getting used to all this chaos, it's so much easier when you get into a real race and there's less cars.
Yeah. Draft fast now.
Oh, there's Kyle
On
again.
turn 2, are you guys just lifting or are you doing like 1%ish brakes?
1% brakes.
Alright, he's probably gonna get me here. Zoltan's behind him.
What happened?
I bought myself some time.
I'm guessing that we didn't have enough reviews on the first round, so everyone's crashing this one so we can review more.
Some people just want to race.
First instead of third is a really bad idea.
faster on each pattern. Okay, I need to actually drive like a decent driver to catch up with Brian and Kevin. Come on. Keep flying, guys.
I murdered Buzz.
Keep right.
We can review that if you remember how lap this was. Lap 18 on mine, so we'll take a look at that.
I wish there was a button in iRacing to just turn off all the IU for VR immersion mode. You know?
The UI turn off on thing like
Yeah.
that most games have.
On your right. Clear.
Exactly.
On your right. Clear on the right.
I forgot to reset to be able to watch the replays. This open differential is so stupid. If you start like getting wheel spin on the inside wheel on the exit of the hairpin, you lose all the power. I'm really trying my best to catch Brian and Kevin. You are fighting.
I'm doing really awful.
Oh no!
Oh, there's my old nemesis.
Hello.
I see Rich. You have what lovely rear end you have.
Alright,
I
let's
mean,
see if
the
I can.
UI can be turned off, but you have to do it
He's
manually,
probably faster than I am, so.
which is not cool.
Are you talking about
Yeah.
the black boxes?
Yeah, the black box says everything. Like, have one button that turns everything off, and then back in. Crew chief?
Like it'll turn off literally everything, inputs, mirrors, everything.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
It has to be like an iRacing native way to do that thing.
Yeah, I like literally one keybind. I think we have the space when we're watching replays.
Well, I know for like replays, you just hit the space bar and it gets rid of the UI, and then you just have to hit the keybinds to do fast forward and stuff. Sure.
Day 15 of trying to catch Brian.
Yeah, you definitely should.
I'll be a little bit like speed here.
I am kind of catching up. Alright, maybe 2 more laps.
Shoot. I just don't get the car rotating.
No, don't give him the draft.
Wow, big back ahead.
Not light hands enough.
When you lose one position and you lose the floor of the pack, it's so easy to lose like 3 more.
The chain was.
Sorry, break so early. Brian also died.
Yeah, that's alright.
Wait, was that
God
because
damn
of
it,
me?
man.
Oh, Brian's back in the barrier.
No, I want the draft.
Sorry about that.
I don't want to know.
Go away.
Oh shit.
Yep.
Yep.
We heard you in spirit.
You want to call it in?
Alright guys, last lap. Memorize your laps if you want to be analyzed.
I want Swellio killing me to be analyzed.
I'm boxed. do this?
Sure.
Yes. I'm gonna close my game real quick
Okay.
and then reopen it.
By the way,
Can we tell with suggestions in chat or voice?
chat, so we can keep a record of it.
Yep.
Oh,
Okay.
what? That's crazy.
By the way, new livery.
All right, are you sharing the screen?
See.
Yep, I'm sharing my screen.
Martin Vinci, lap 20. T1 to hairpin. Swim sickle.
You said Martin?
Yeah.
This guy. Okay.
Yeah, it says lap 20, T1 to hairpin. It was Sickle Martin that put it in, but yes.
And then Chase. And you said what? Where?
T1 to hairpin.
Oh, so the entire.
So
thing.
here to the main hairpin, yeah.
All right, stop here. Let's go back to turn 1. Let's talk about this. So you said T1 to hairpin. So you're essentially talking about a fight that lasted half a lap. And let's look at turn 1 again.
Yeah, the question here, Swillia, was there a way that either of us could have shut the battle down earlier cleanly?
Turn 1. So let's go back to turn 1 here. I think, yes, he right here you can see he's headed for the white line. He is optimizing his line. So you can be closer to the left. So let's assume like that's nothing to do with driving skill. That has to do with geometry and mathematics. Just putting the car a little bit more to the left and doing everything exactly the same, you would have finished this battle right now. It's literally that, like half a meter more to the left gives you, assuming everything else is kind of the same, you're just benefiting from the bigger arc you're tracing, you can get half a tenth. Maybe more, maybe a tenth, depends on the car. But that tenth, when you translate it to car length in track position in fighting, is significant enough for you to be fully ahead before turn 2. So look at your overlap at the exit of 1. You were pretty much almost ahead. Let's play the all the way onto the exit here. So here he gave you a lot of space, and you gave him a lot of space. Both of you gave each other way too much space. Now thinking about you, not thinking about him, I would have said half a meter more closer to him on turn in, and 0.2 of a second earlier throttle here, you would have finished the battle. You would have been fully ahead. Because he's on the outside, so he has already less of an advantage, and he gave you enough space. See how almost ahead you are? If we calculate like how much distance is 1/10 of a second ahead here at this speed, it would have been way more than enough for you to be fully ahead. And one more thing. So I know you guys are sometimes trying to be a gentleman, but in this case, prolonging a battle is increasing the risk of contact for you and for him. A lot in racing, like put aside the actual techniques and the positionings that we talk about here, a lot in racing can also be emotional. Like, how much do I really want to keep this position? How much do I want to weigh the cons and the pros? And how much do I want to risk? In this case, I think having that mentality of like, I really want to finish this position, this battle as quickly as possible. And then from there, from that mentality, you go like, okay, how can I get this position as quickly as possible, you would see that it would still be semi-safe, the adjustments that I talked about. But obviously there's the cons, which is your own fear of not knowing where he is. Maybe he's in your blind spot. Maybe you're so worried about the oversteer and the understeer that you end up sacrificing your racecraft decisions for the sake of being safer. But that caution in racecraft is more dangerous. That's the weird thing. Like, trying to be cautious in a race is more dangerous than trying to be more aggressive, assuming you know how to express that aggression with proper positioning and staying within the rules. You see, like, I will never forget one thing. Like, there's a teammate from real life. We were driving radicals in the Discord, and after, you know, getting to know him more and talking about, like, fear of crashing, he opened up to everyone and said, you know, like, I'm actually dead afraid of crashing. Like, I'm so afraid of crashing that when I fight for position, I go more aggressive because I don't want to be side by side. And I'm like, oh, that kind of works for you. Like, the dude literally wins races all the time, and his reasoning to be more aggressive is that he's afraid of going side by side. That's a kind of a rare combination of thought process that he does that would be very useful for you here. So be afraid of going side by side and pass faster. That's pretty much the advice for turn 1. And then here, kind of the same thing. Like, were you trying to be safer by braking a little bit earlier? Let's play this whole lap
Probably
here.
could have
This whole
closed the door
corner.
here, right?
I probably would not jump in front of him. He may miss his marker.
Is Martin still here as a speaker?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, okay, good.
So now I thought we were still side by side, so I didn't want to close the door.
Okay. Yeah, you see, so when he had one opportunity on the inside, he did what you should have done on turn 1 and on turn 3. He fucked off. And this idea of, like, I'm just gonna fuck off is expressed in an aggressive move, but it's ultimately safer for you. So I would say try to be a little bit more aggressive
Oh, he's already
with
out of control
the
there.
counterintuitive reason that it's safer for you. Let's try that on the next round for you. Try to be a little bit more aggressive, give less
He's in the marbles.
less space, and
Yeah, he's in the marbles.
yeah, just get done with the battle as fast as possible.
Really good feedback. Thank you.
All
That's
right.
the next.
We have Kyle and Baz, lap 18, between T1 and T2.
Oh boy.
Can I show you? Can I show you guys something real quick before that?
Yep.
You
Oh
always-
no, never mind. I reset my game, so I lost the replay. It's all good. I'll do it again.
Lap 18.
Lap
You said?
18, T1, T2. Yeah.
You climbed over someone.
Yeah, I did. It kept going.
This is Boz on the right side.
Yep.
What is this? Look at Kyle. Textbook driving right there.
Oh,
no! Why
code.
did you do this to me, Kyle?
Net
What's
code.
that?
That was net code. Look at that.
That was not net code. You turned right.
Did I do?
Look.
No, I was turning left.
I was literally complimenting you.
I was turning left.
That would be right.
Where's my? Where,
Your left is pretty righty. I mean, the car has still some slip angles, so maybe. Nah, that's pretty
left.
right.
I'm
Yeah,
straight.
no. By the time you decided to turn left, it was a little bit too late. You were already headed to the middle of the track. But okay. be careful with one thing, Kyle. Don't assume people are gonna do something. Never assume people are gonna do something. Like right now, what's your safest just in case move? It's to stay by the white line and see if he starts to open up. If he starts to open up, you follow. But I think you were assuming he was going to the right, and then you went before. But he decided to box you in. So he had a different plan in mind. And you essentially imagined his own plan without consulting him.
Yeah,
That's why you guys crashed.
My mindset was that like I was thinking he would do what is best for him for the next corner, which is to open up the corner.
Yeah, but he was thinking what was the worst thing for you for the next corner, which is boxing you in.
Right.
Maybe he was gonna open up a little bit later than that.
Yeah, and Buck did.
And also there's a little bit.
Yeah, you literally did the same thing on him. So go back. You tried to box him in before turn 1. Here, you see?
Yeah.
On the middle of the track. That's a good point. I don't know who said that. Here, you're boxing him in. He's never waiting for you to turn. He's never assuming you're gonna turn left and turn left on you here. He's waiting. Maybe, well, at this point he waited so much that it was already the braking zone, so he decided to stay there. But here, you should do the same. You should wait for him to open up.
He said that was his plan. He was trying to make you do that.
Okay. Yeah, I'll keep in mind.
Sounds that I need to be more of a bully. Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah, Kyle's a bully. We know that.
It was
so-
bully versus bully right now.
You know, you always have to defend yourself as much as you can, make the benefit of the doubt. But no, I admit it on track, like when this happened, that I murdered Boz. But when it actually comes to the moment where you have to defend yourself to the steward, I'm like, no, he turned at me. Like I was just going straight. What are you talking about? So
I didn't turn left. The world turned right.
Yeah, exactly. No.
I didn't know we could do that when saying it's gonna do their steward. Can we defend ourselves?
I'm like, hey, look, I'm turning left. What are you talking about? Look at that. I'm not even contacting him. I'm turning left. And then he
Bro, you're
turned in on
turning
me.
left after you realized that you had fucked up.
I'm blaming that. That's a net code. Look at that. Look at that right there. That's a net code.
Prediction.
Yeah.
Prediction code.
All right, what's the next one? Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
Jonathan Hobson, end of lap 24. Into T1.
Nope.
We'll go back to Chase.
Did anyone try the T1 move we talked about?
T25 and back up. You might want to. But...
I was gonna try it on Brian, but he didn't move.
No, okay. So
Yeah.
End of
Not
lap
moving is a strong
into
move.
T1. So yeah. Sorry.
So 24 or 25, like right here.
Yeah.
25?
Yeah, you might just want to back up to the last corner.
Okay.
There we go. Yeah.
Oop.
Oh, I guess he did it into the hairpin onto the back straight there. Parked it there.
I would have gotten the draft for a little bit longer there before opening up. Oh, I think that looked like a net code.
Oh, now it's a net code? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. No, he was turning right.
No, the world was turning left.
Look, I saw his steering wheel. It's turning right. That's on him. I'm just kidding.
That's a tough one because, like, physically speaking, yeah, I think eventually, even if there wasn't net code, he would have contact after. I think the car on the outside is at fault here. They just didn't leave in space.
I agree.
Yeah, in this case, yellow card, nothing you could have done, honestly. I mean, okay, let's go back a little bit. Just let's be super picky. Okay, play again. Yeah. I mean, you had maybe 50 centimeters more to the right, but that's still not enough. He was closing the door on you big time.
Actually, I love the car.
Squeezing on the straight,
black car.
fine. Squeezing in the corner, eh.
Yeah. Okay, what's the next one?
Corey Milne, lap 14. 14? Yeah. And he says from corner 5 through turn 1 of the next lap, so from T5.
I think T5 is hairpin. This?
Could be, yeah.
It's a pretty dive bomb. Yeah.
So just the late dive on and the rear ender.
Okay, I see that. Dive bomb's legit, full legit.
Yeah, that's not.
I didn't penalize it.
Doesn't really look much like a dive bomb, just a positional thing.
The rear end was Green's fault.
Totally agree. But how do we avoid that? Do I know that he is going to be going a lot slower because
He's not supposed to go that slow, to be honest. I think that would be kind of a surprise. He has a clear track for him. He could have accelerated a little bit earlier. But it's your job to like react and tap the brakes or do something to lose that speed, because even like regardless of who's at fault here, it's worse for you, the outcome. So like that kind of situation of having someone randomly being slow in front of you is always gonna happen. So you kind of always have to. My left foot is always touching the brakes. Like I'm always ready for shit to happen, and that really helped me in real life this weekend. Because someone was exactly like that.
On the brake.
Like here, it feels like you're still on power. Like by the time you realized he, I don't know why. Like maybe if I was him, I would definitely use all the track on the exit and accelerate earlier. But maybe he didn't know if there was someone behind, or sorry, if there was someone on the outside there.
I saw it go
Yeah,
up
it's
a
just
little bit.
it's just weird.
It was a brief
I think
moment.
he was going to try and go for the over-under.
Maybe he was parking at the apex to prevent the over-under, but that kind of doesn't make any sense on this corner. But yeah, he's just excessively slow here. It's just a reaction time thing. You have to be ready for the weirdest thing to happen.
He accelerated at this moment.
Huh?
Corey accelerated at this moment. His RPM or his everything went up at this. Exactly.
We caught you, Corey.
So
never a doubt.
Yeah, so you can look at it right. Oop, I lost. Okay, yeah. So right, like
yeah, it's all good.
as you'll, yeah, whatever. All right, what's the next one?
Michael Tan.
Hold on.
Can we do Zachary's too?
Zachary, if you could.
He's been only asking for like 7 times. So maybe we should do something with.
By the way, my Swagger, I think.
What lap and turn for Zachary?
It says lap 2/3 turning on.
Okay, race 2. There we go. Yeah.
By the way, someone's feedbacking.
I think it's just the feed coming back.
Must be the water.
It's the water. Yeah.
This. How do you on turn 1 2?
1 2.
From Suelo, how do you like when I'm the leader? How do you go and attack with this after you get the inside?
That's a very hard corner to defend on the outside. This in real life racing, once a teammate told me, like a pro factory driver told me, bro, if I'm on the inside, I'm gonna pass you. Don't try anything. If a pro driver is trying to pass you on the inside, don't try anything. So like the chances when you're on the inside of a corner, the chances of you staying side by side are like 80 to 20, assuming both drivers are on the limit. It's very difficult. Like right here, I don't think you could have done anything. Assuming the driver ahead is really doing a good job, and like you see, like he braked late, he went on the inside, and he still got a good exit. Maybe you could have tried braking a little bit later, but you see all the momentum that he carried there. He has to do a shorter trip than you, and he has to turn less than you. It is mathematically more difficult for the driver on the outside. In that situation,
Apply for another situation, huh?
you try to carry as much speed as possible in case he is a little bit safe, or in case he messes up, in case he has an issue on entry. And just in case, be ready to stay side by side, and then you have the inside for turn 2. But assuming he does everything right, there's kind of nothing you can do.
I appreciate it.
All right. Michael Tan, lap 18, turn 6. There's a couple more, just people want to look at laps, but I'm just trying to pick things that look like maybe more analysis.
What lap again? Sorry.
Lap 18, turn 6.
Oop.
This is turn 6, right? Yep.
6 is a hairpin, I think, no? Oh, no,
This
never
is turn
mind.
5. This is turn 5. So this death. But this might be a case of unoptimized line. Different.
This is a case of, this is a police case. Yeah, this is a police case. The car on the right tried something very unoptimal. Sorry, the car on the left, the green car, tried something very unoptimal. Like,
Someone paced.
what could we have done
Connor
different,
Bellamy.
green car? Yeah, so red car, sorry, you got, like, exploded. I would say red car, you had kind of 2 options. You can, for the sake of your own protection, try to do an over-under and brake a little bit earlier and try to get a better exit. Now, if you try to be on the outside, you're always at the mercy of the car on the inside. There's nothing you can do when you decide to try an optimized line that gives him just enough space. You will be at his mercy. Now, so you had 2 options basically. Option A, be at his mercy, try to be on the outside, be the hero. Option B, brake earlier, let him claim the entry, and then try an over-under so that he can try to pass on the inside of the next corner. That's it. Now, green car. That was never gonna work if you're that much on the inside. You had a little bit of time to go more to the right and then have a better arc. Because at the speed you're essentially carrying the same speed that we carry when we're doing single file here. It's way too fast for you to dive on the inside. So that was never gonna work. And even if it did, you would probably go off. So I think the best thing to do here is to open up, to be as close as possible to the red car, and then you could have a clean side-by-side. And honestly, I think this corner here, guys, the left-hander, is the best example of the crazy advantage that you get when you're on the inside. If you're on the inside here, but you open up and you give them little space on entry, you can actually accelerate early and clear yourself before the exit. This corner here is very difficult to exit side by side, but it's very easy for the driver on the inside to just complete the pass by accelerating early, because the inside has more grip than the outside. The inside is cambered, is banked, and the outside is a little bit more flat and more dirty, and you can even cut the grass a little bit. So if you are on the inside here, I want you guys to try that on the next round. Try to, even if the car is on your side, try to accelerate early, to gain speed early, to gain track position early, and then you're gonna be pushed to the exit because of the extra inertia that you get by accelerating. But by the time you get there, you're gonna be alone. You're going to be so far ahead of the car on the outside that you're going to complete the position. This is a nice move. It is dangerous. If you don't commit, you are going to crash. But I want you guys to practice this because it's very useful. And if done right, it's actually kind of safe. You're going to see a lot of drivers in F1 doing this. A lot of drivers, they get back on power assuming they will clear themselves before the exit. So I know it's kind of crazy. This is the exact move that I wanted to show you guys that I did in this race, but I had to reset the sim, so I don't have it right now. So feel free to try if you're on the inside. Did you guys understand what I'm talking about? Clearing yourself by accelerating earlier.
For the sake of learning purposes, because my incident on turn 1 is a little bit similar, but not exact. What makes this one, like, why shouldn't he follow the left line and I should have? Like, what is the difference in there?
Position of the red car.
But, oh, because this corner is way too tight for that. Like, you could have done that, but if the red car decides to go left there, like, you're gonna pretty much make both cars park to be able to do this corner. It's way too low speed. Turn 2 is a fast corner. Okay, to be honest, it's still doable. He can still do that on you here. It would just be more risky for him. Because there's way less space between the corners here. There's a little bit more space between turn 1 and 2. I mean length in between the corners. But I think it's mostly just because the corner is so tight. It's such a sharp corner. It's not a long corner like turn 2.
There is a slight bump there where you're gonna lose. Correct.
Yes. It's the crown. This track has a little crown to drain the water. So the outside is a little bit off camber, the inside is camber. Yeah. Almost all tracks have that.
We got any more?
Depends on how many more you want to do. Matthew Grima, lap 25, advice on navigating a four-way battle.
Ooh.
Where is it
That's the
again?
fun stuff.
Just in general, I think. So just follow the lap.
That's me. Yeah, that's what I did there. What I just talked about. In this case, I felt like it was. As soon as I went to the apex, I saw that you braked, and I was like, I'm going off. Like I just got back on power super early and used all the track on the exit, because I knew that you would not have the momentum. But let's look at the contact. Yeah, I think you got spooked by the fact that I was on the inside and you braked too early and too hard. You don't have to brake that hard for this corner, even if you are side by side. Yeah, I think you were thinking about giving me space, and then you ended up. You see, even if you didn't get hit, you would probably lose the car there, because you tried to do a lot of rotation in a small amount of time. So you braked and turned at the same time, very deep into the corner with a lot of speed, but you braked too hard, and that induced that big rotation there. I'm not really sure if that rotation was from the contact or not, or from the driving.
How would this?
Yeah, that was definitely from the contact. Yeah, I think just too much braking. Green car, you're at fault. Like, I don't think.
Once again.
Oh, Corey, come on, man.
Hi, Corey.
Yeah, green car. I think the safest thing to do is to lift a little bit earlier. There's two guys ahead of you fighting for position. They are going to be slow. Now to answer your question, how do I navigate a four-way battle? I don't think there's such thing as four-way battle. A four-way battle is either a four wide or a three wide and you're behind. But if there's two cars ahead and one car behind, you should worry about the two cars ahead as one single entity. They are side by side, they will go slower. If you have room, if there's no one besides you, use other track. If there's someone besides you, give them space. And if you simplify it, like, just look at them. They are going to fight ahead of you. They are going to have a worse exit. Focus on getting better exits. That's it. Use auto track whenever you can. Focus on getting better exits. This is literally the two things that I do the most while racing, especially race starts. Focus on your line and get better exits. If you find the space, you claim the space. But like, if there's someone fighting ahead, there's nothing you can do on that corner itself. But you can always get a better exit by using auto track because they can't, and then you try something on the next lap. That's like kind of like my algorithm for racing. Is like completely only thinking about the two cars ahead. Maybe, of course, if there's a guy behind and he's trying to dive bomb on you, then you're gonna have to worry about him. But at that point, the guy behind you becomes a priority. If the two guys ahead are fighting, they are busy with themselves, and then you focus on the guy behind. But if he's not going for it, use your line, get better exits. Use the best line, get the better exits, and then go on repeat until you find opportunities.
I apologize if I missed something. You guys type so much, it's kind of hard to keep up with the chat. I got Marcus V, lap 19, turn 1.
Yeah, Corey, it's totally fine. I mean, this is the place to do it, man. Like, you didn't lose any I rating in this move.
19,
you just
turn
gained
1.
experience. That's good.
He said he was a bit overcautious and over-slowing because he expected the cars behind to dive in.
Being overcautious because they are going to dive in is precisely what makes them dive bomb. Okay, guys. I had a student crash in real life because of the same reason. His mistake cost him $20,000 because he was afraid of a guy behind him. He braked early and got hit from behind. And not only that, he was literally lifting on the straights because there was a guy getting his draft, and he was afraid. You see, sometimes being cautious is the worst thing. I think it's like the third or fourth time that I say this today. Like, being cautious sometimes backfires big time, especially if there's someone behind you. They're expecting you to lead the way. They're expecting you to be the flow. If you're driving with like a 10 car pack and you're being cautious, you're not going to be part of that pack in very, very soon, because everyone is expecting you to continue that snake, that little flow. So like, if you're being cautious, be cautious by driving aggressively, by braking later, by doing your line, giving just one car space because there's someone on the inside, but don't worry about the guy behind you. Because I think that's the number one reason people get overwhelmed. You're side by side with someone and there's a car behind you. Don't think about the car behind you. Think about your fight. The guy is gonna wait. The red car is gonna wait. He's gonna be there. Oh, I hope to get a bad exit. I'm gonna try to pass them later. But he's not gonna try to dive bomb into the 3 wide here. Yes, he might, but that's a 2% chance. Most of these 2 wides, car behind just waits and gets a better exit. So you don't even have to think about them. I think that would be my advice. Like, don't be cautious. Cautious is a bad word. I don't like cautious. I like taking control of, and like trying to protect yourself by taking action. is a much better way that it's actually ultimately more safe, like safer for you compared to trying to just describing it as caution.
I think there's another issue here with this. Looking at their braking points, I think for the amount of draft they're getting, they're braking as if there is no draft. So they're not accounting for the fact that they're over speed, and they're braking at their normal position as if they're by themselves. Because I'm like looking at when he brakes, and he's braking literally where I would brake if I was by myself.
Yeah, as the red car, now, I would say always lift before braking if people are ahead of you. You really don't lose that much time. I mean, not never, never is a strong word, but I rarely brake at my reference, exactly at my reference when there's someone ahead. First, I'm gaining speed. I'm gaining slipstream, so I'm gonna be faster. Second, they might brake too early. So I always like lifting a little bit. Depending on the level of the driver, I'm gonna lift less. If it's Kane, I'm gonna brake later and try to punt him. But like most of the time, I'm gonna lift for 2-3 tenths of a second. That's gonna kill 5 kilometers of my speed. And that gives me so much more room for mistakes and for reactions and just to take better decisions. And again, do your line, get better exits. That's what I said. If there's someone ahead, side by side, do your line, get better exits. Not better entries. There's no point in getting a good entry if someone is side by side. They're gonna be slower. They're gonna have a much slower minimum speed, and you're gonna hit them if you try to brake at your reference.
Yeah, Robert did that here. You can see his RPMs drop well before the braking zone. He's slowing down already, like right here. Oh, actually, no. He might be like hovering. Yeah, there we go. He braked pretty early.
About 10 minutes.
Yeah, there's one more comment here from Kevin. Kevin, you're right. If both of you brake exactly at the same spot, you are going to approach him because the closing speed is almost similar, but yours is slightly higher. That's why we see the accordion effect in F1 cars, because F1 cars, it's very easy to see, like when they're 3 tenths ahead apart, and the car ahead accelerates literally a blink of a second earlier, you can see how much distance they gain, and then they brake exactly at the same spot, but they close in again. So that happens all the time. It's the accordion effect. So if you brake exactly at your braking reference, you are going to potentially even hit the other car, even if you didn't brake too late. That's why lifting before braking is so useful, because it gives you that extra correction room.
Connor did a really good workshop on managing momentum if we have it recorded.
It needs to be redone. The recording was corrupted.
Yeah, unfortunate.
Yeah, let's work on that. We're gonna make a few new workshops for you guys.
Do we want to... We technically have, like, what, 40 minutes left in the session, but 10 minutes left in the actual pit party. So do you want to finish up, or do you want to do another, finish up reviewing the laps, or do you want to go jump into another 40-minute race?
Are you guys down for one more round?
Yeah, most of the other ones were like full lap reviews. They didn't have specific incidents, so I think we should be good.
Cool. Okay. Let's go.
Once again, put yourself in a uncomfortable position when we start.
8 minutes.
We're practicing here.
I'll try not to go over anyone this time. Sorry.
Yeah, there's only 8 minutes left in this session, by the way.
Ooh, okay. Let's sprint.
Okay. Well, that means we have 20
We'll just
minutes
go to
left.
but we can go to the checkered flag, right?
Yeah, 'cause after the checker flag, there's another 10 minutes. This session will keep you in. So we have technically another 20 minutes.
Yeah, and there's no damage, so if you crash, you can still keep driving.
Unless you're upside down.
Let's
Unless
meet
you're
in the same
upside down.
place.
No, you can just ask someone to upside down you.
As we're setting this up, as a reminder for those who may want to join us, we'll have another one of these pit parties later. In about, I don't know what time is it, 4 hours?
Four.
Yeah, about 4 hours. So if you want to do more practice like this, you're able to join both. And you can join these every week as many times as you want.
Can someone clear my black flag? Thank you, Kyle.
Let people catch up here.
Why are you guys always stopping?
That wasn't a slow.
Stop stopping!
Everybody was coming in hot on you.
I know. Yeah, it's a good thing damage is off.
Sorry about that.
Alright, let's start walking. Everyone get out off the car and start walking.
Alright, I'm setting up a bounty. The first person to take out Swelio gets a free month of gold membership.
80 kilometers, let's go. 80 kilometers.
80. Go up to.
Right side, still there. You're on the left. Left wide. Car on your
Alright,
right, still there.
3,
Clear the right.
2,
Right side.
1, let's go.
Stay right there.
He's like, wait for me. No. Just slow, Eduardo, just slow down and then wait for us to come by you for the next lap.
Clear.
Whoa, synchronized spinning.
Car approaching home. Clear.
Well, that was stupid.
Bro.
And go.
Ooh, I see a Kyle Diaz Castro ahead.
Get him, Jacob.
Real life, they race 160 cars at the March Life. You raced 43 radicals in real life. Honest. Open cockpit. Wrong gear.
Pretty brave when they don't have warmed up tires.
Just trying to be braver than you.
I don't have mirrors, so keep that in mind.
Virtual mirror.
What is that? I'm a spotter.
Trying to give you space. sorry. That was 3 hits.
Hey, I got a 4X.
You're welcome, try racing.
Trying to DQ me or something? Go.
The fight goes on. Chad is saying Suelo actually dirty driving. Shake my head. I'm not dirty driving, bro. It's just Kyle.
Oh, so it's fine when you dirty drive against me. Okay.
Exactly. It's not dirty driving if it's against you. And honestly, the dive vomited hairpin was legit. And he did a good job defending.
I just think the guy
Just did 3 taps was well.
Okay.
Did I hit
Instead
you,
of our
Phil?
battle, Kyle.
Crash. Look at that. Worst place ever to try pass. I'm gonna punish you for that mistake. Good job. I was boxing you just to see if you learned the lesson there.
I'm a quick learner. The things I do in my MX-5 does not translate here.
Alright guys, if you want to keep driving, do not go back to the pits. You should not be able to get back after the session is over, so stay driving. Even if you crash, there's no damage. No. It's got Rich.
Rich is known as the punter.
Yep. I gave him too much space.
You punt Kyle once in a Mazda and he never forgets.
Oh, well, you did it like 12 times.
Once in each replay.
Yeah,
Apparently.
eat that gravel.
Am I shifting too early or something?
Around 7,000.
Oh my god.
That's not the
That was a
line.
legit mind punt there.
Oh. Went back to the pits out of habit. Oops.
Get him, Marcus.
Oh well. That was fun.
Me too.
37.5.
Hey, I need space.
I should quit the stream.